ever fought the daggers?
See anything you'd like to buy? I've got to get back home. Goblins and spiders are everywhere. I'm worried. My father's a strong man, but... well, it's been a mammoth's age since his last raid on the Somerset Isles. Hrogar's Hold. It's far to the west of here. Beyond Ebonheart, even. If you go, don't tell him I sent you. Just help him. He's a proud man. That's why Father sent him with me. Normally, Father brings the crops to town himself, but there's trouble at home. Father didn't want anyone to bother me. There was one dark elf, a priest, I think. He stood too close. He looked up at me and started breathing funny. I let Hawker take a bite out of him, and I haven't seen him since.
Duet for you, docs. I hear they never would have held me back. heard the horns. I saw the flames. Are you done? They scaled the cliffs like damn mountain goats. Takes guts, I'll give them that. Get to the tombs. Tanvol's in there, performing his ritual. He has no idea what happened. Guard him until he's done. on you!
Destroy the Covenant army! You there! I will cloak you in shadow. Enter the portal and witness our victory!
Destroy that thing! Hack it apart!
Ancestors, preserve us.
You have brought credit to your house. This is a great thing. House Indoril will always speak well of your actions here today. Our victory is complete. Even now the Covenant retreats. You gave me enough time to summon Bulrith. As Grand Master of House Indoril, I honor you. Bulrith has done its job. The Covenant has been driven from Dalvin's watch. Now to put it back where it belongs, in the depths of Ash Mountain. I'm not exactly sure. I made use of ancient rites and secret lore to wrench him from his cell. You saw the conclusion of my efforts. My able son Garin even now works to return him to his slumber. He will guide your hand. You'll find Garin west of the city, on the slopes of Ash Mountain. I sent a detachment of soldiers with him to ensure his safety. I'm certain he already knows what needs to be done. You've done well here, soldier. You're a credit to the Pact. I'm certain you'll be of use to my son. Bulrith is one of two ancient magical juggernauts, the Brothers of Strife. Their story is too long to tell now. It is enough that Bulrith is a powerful weapon at our command.
By the three, no. That's for lowborn like you. No offense.
I never knew that about niches. Have to try that next time I'm in the field.
Always a pleasure, Thar. Try
There
not
you
to
are.
lose those
Took you long
stones.
enough.
If you came for crafting, you must be here to learn the craft, yes? Your alliance covers my considerable fees, allowing me to impart my knowledge at no cost to you. If you prove yourself, I'll certify you as competent to fulfill crafting writs. Crafting writs are daily requests for crafted goods. You must be a certified crafter to fulfill them. Prove you know what you're doing, and I'll certify you. I'm authorized to train and certify provisioners, alchemists, and enchanters. If this interests you, we should begin immediately. I suppose I should mention Milleneth. She certifies blacksmiths, clothiers, and woodworkers, if you're into that sort of thing. But that's uncharitable of me. She's a true master of the material crafts. Good. We should begin while things are busy for neither of us. There is much more I can teach you. What else do you hope to learn from me? Enchanters harness the possibility of runes. transforming them into the certainty of glyphs. I'll teach you, but I can only focus on one certification at a time. Is this agreeable? Potency, essence, and when combined, they form glyphs, which add enchantments to items. First, you'll find these component runes. Then I will have you create a glyph. Absolutely, for such is the essence of enchanting. Runes of potency, essence, and aspect are the fundamental components of glyphs. Collect one of each variety before you return. I know of a cache outside this town. It is a rare exception for runes to be clustered so close together, so thank whatever gods you worship. Should the runes be absent, you must search further afield. There are many places one can find runes, but the ancient ruins of Tamriel are where I look first. Outside, primarily. They tend to gutter out if kept away from starlight.
You ever fought the daggers?
A few
Want
times.
me to run you in?
And the Dominion
When I get fed?
served in
Is it true
Shadowfen.
their soldiers drink the blood of infants?
Everywhere you go, the daggers roll back like an ebbing tide. Still, there are plenty more. The Pact will need a steady supply of Warhide armor.
Once you recover 3 runes, one each of potency, essence, and aspect, we shall begin the enchanting process. You likely notice their distinctive flares of light. We begin at the enchanting table. There you will combine a rune of potency, essence, and aspect. This simple puzzle forms a glyph. Now go, piece them together. Each glyph is best suited for weapons, armor, or jewelry. Simply place the glyph upon an unenchanted item of that type, and the enchantment will take hold. A word of caution: once applied, they are permanent.
Jode, Denis, Ta. Jora, Kaderi, Ta.
That's not right. What can I do for you? Of course. Enchanting is the art of empowerment. We gather runes found throughout the world and use our special instruments to assemble them into glyphs. These glyphs can be used to magically enhance worn or wielded items.
Jora, may it Ta. Jode, Oko, Ta.
Craft a glyph using a rune of potency, essence, and aspect. Rita?
He takes flowers to the Archivary War Memorial. He talks to a stone.
Think we'll ever have peace in
I
Cyrodiil?
hope not. Strife keeps our culture strong.
I understand you were instrumental in crushing the Daggerfall army at Devon's Watch.
Where in oblivion did these things come from? Keep it short, stranger. I've got a skeever's nest of problems on my hands. Problem? I've got a battlefield full of ghosts, sprung out of the ground like corn in the month of mid-year. They killed those Covenant bastards, which is great. But how do you kill what's already dead? My mages can't even agree on what to do. I've known Furan and Risa for a while now. I respect them both. I just need to know which of them has the better idea. Start with Furan, then talk to Risa. Hear them out and do what they ask of you. I'll be honest, I wasn't sure what I was going to do out here. Thank you, Traveler. Do I look like a Telvanni mage? I have no idea. Furan said something about climber elves. I guess the Dark Elves used to be really good at scaling mountains. Look, just ask him and leave me to the soldiering. Yes, damned skeever snuck around the city and came at us from the wastes to the north. Damned good strategy. Hit us from this side and by sea and squeezed the city in the middle. Hope Holgan and his troops are holding up. Damn, but that's good to hear. Drove those daggers back into the sea, eh? Heh, good work. As soon as we get these things dealt with, I'll buy him a drink. Maybe introduce him to the fish stink down on the docks. Do I look like a tell?
Today? Of all days? What was it about today that made these spirits become so restless? Ah, greetings. Yes, I was just thinking about the situation here. These spirits make up an ancient army of Khymer warriors. Blade masters from the time before Red Mountain. It's fascinating to observe ancestors so closely. My brother's plan, actually. Giron believes we can control the dead, harness them in a powerful defense for the Watch. His method must be tested before we attempt a larger ritual. Take this smoky pendant and use it on one of the ancient dead. You may have to weaken it a bit first. If it binds a spirit, bring both back to me. If it doesn't, well, we'll deal with that when the time comes. Go bind a spirit. I need to know if the ritual can work. Do you really need to know more to use Giron's pendant? Fine. I will answer what questions you have. Yes, The ancient precursors to the noble Dark Elf race, warred with the Dwemer and the Needs from the north, sought to master the world around them. A rich race with a fascinating history, but not important right now. They seem to be attacking everyone. Clearly, these soldiers died in battle. In death, their hatred and battle lust lives on eternally. The perfect weapon in the right hands. I have theories. The volcano, the Covenant, several variables to account for. If I had to hazard a guess, I'd say some kind of magical disturbance, combined with the presence of an invading army, rousting the Chimera from Aetherius. Ah, you brought a spectral friend. Nicely done. Just so. It proves we can force these spirits to guard Darvan's watch. A potent defense from any future siege. Giron has a plan for repeating this ritual on a larger scale.
A word with you. Over here. Away from the brothers. Please, talk with me. What the Ree brothers plan is wrong. Enslaving the dead is evil. Furon does not understand this. As for Giron, I think he does not care. There is a better way. Just so. Take this talisman. Use it and learn how to free a spirit. They will cling to this world, so first you must weaken them. When you have done this, speak to me again. I can feel it. The talisman has been used. It was. Spirits are not meant to be trapped. Furon wants to enslave them through magic, but that's torture to the dead. Freeing these spirits is the right path.
I need a solution. Stabbing spirits gets us nowhere. Any ideas? Well, it's all beyond me. I'm just another sword swinger. What should we do? Those two are smart, and they're tough as trailbred. I'm sure their idea is sound. Talk to Giron. Best get on with it.
You understand the wisdom of my plan. Even the dead will serve the Pact. Control the Chimera commanders. Where they go, their men will follow. Cracks in the earth have uncovered ancient burial mounds. Search for the bones of the Chimera general and his captains. Then we can wrest control of these spirits. The dead have been whispering to me. Their leader is a powerful Mer named Radrathran. He was accompanied by his most loyal soldiers, 2 women named Andrana and Raisari. Their skulls should be the perfect vessels for the ritual. Furon and I will prepare for the ritual at the nearby Daedric ruin. It's the perfect space to complete our task. Look for us there once you have the bones. Then we'll set these dead men to their task.
Will not be disturbed. Why do you defile the dead? Fear the fury of the unliving.
So, let's begin. My brother has other matters to attend to, but I followed his instructions to prepare the ritual. According to him. By your bones, I compel you. Serve our spirits.
Fool! You don't have the power to compel me.
Ayvek, guide us. His scream, so much pain. Is it done? My brother's spell bound them to guard Darvan's watch. It wasn't supposed to be like this. It wasn't supposed to be like torture. It worked. But this was necromancy of the blackest sort. My brother. It was his work. And I, swit that I am, helped him. Necromancy. He tricked me into doing Molag Bal's will. I knew his studies pushed the fringe. It must have been that circle of mages he's taken up with. He thought I didn't know. Unsavory types, disbarred from the Mages Guild. I was going to find out the truth. You should investigate. They meet in a cave near the southern camp.
By the Master's mace, you shall die!
I don't like the look on your face. What did you find in that cave? Sacrificing our own people! This monstrosity must stop! The commanders at Darvan's Watch must see this immediately. And I must tell them about Giron.
Surveying the battlefield? There will be many more. The Covenant has only retreated. Now we must drive them out.
The hearts of the Dunmer are as dry as their land.
I'm not a brave Argonian. I shouldn't be doing this.
I left the mines to breathe fresh air and swing my blade for the Pact. Then I get posted to this place. I think I'd rather go back to the mines. Ha!
Help we can get. And I'm glad he did. Balreth, it seems, does not want to go quietly back into his cage.
Father was sure Balreth was the only way to defeat the Covenant army. But it seems he may have been a bit hasty in his actions. The ritual Father gave me to rebind Balreth isn't working. Something's gone wrong. Daedra are pouring from the volcano, and I'm worried about the nearby towns. We need answers, and we need them fast. Our best bet is to go back to the source. The mages that first bound Balreth. Some of them are buried at the necropolis to the south, a place called Othrenes. I've sent a scout, Onuja, to learn what we need. Go there and aid him.
You startled me. Are you just playing tricks on me, dry skin? Oh, that's good then. I'm pleased to see a friendly snout. That's much better than all the dead faces lately. Why is it elves who die cannot stay in the ground? Just read some old runes, he said. He didn't mention how active the dead are here. You're the sun on my scales. Your answer lies with Mavos Siloreth. He bound the Brother of Strife long ago. We need his knowledge, but a highborn like him could be, difficult. Oh, you can't make a highborn serve. You need flattery. If we're properly respectful, he may appear. My scrolls say there's a shrine on the East Rise and one on the West. Honor him at both, then meet me at the center of Othrenes. Go, and remember, try to sound humble when you chant Mavos' name. When you meet me at the center of Othrenes, be ready. There is more to do there. Mavos is ancient, so he knew ancient secrets. How else? He helped bind this dangerous weapon, but he died a long, long time ago. During the First Era, the Chimer created the Brothers of Strife in a desperate bid to defeat their enemies. Look what it did in a single day. My scales shrivel thinking about that heat. Who would let it roam free? By my egg, you startled me. Please, no more. Were you very humble as you sought the honor of Mavos' presence? It's time. Honor Mavos at this brazier in the center of Othrenes. By the way, the dead may want your blood for daring to disturb a highborn. I'll just wait over here until you're done.
My rest.
You make it look easy. At least, what I saw when I wasn't hiding and squealing like a hatchling. I know I'm not brave, but did you hear his voice? Mavos has returned. He's important, so he gets the important-looking tomb. It's the largest crypt in the necropolis. I'll, be gathering my notes. Don't wait for me.
So, you're the Gua who raised me. This had better be astonishingly important, or I'll do unspeakable things to your fleshy mortal form. The greatest mage of my era, and you wake me for something they could have read in a book? It's pathetic. But clearly, I must aid my people again. No death worms for you just yet. I knew skeletons weren't enough. I should have summoned some Daedra to protect this place. Or a fire Atronach. That would have been good. I don't remember how. Don't look at me that way, worm. I'm dead. Details fade over time. If you want to learn, I'll conjure a vision of the past. That should show you. Ritual implements, a skull and a candle, unless tomb robbers got them. Look in the vaults to the east and west. There's a puzzle lock on each one, and no, I don't remember the solution. Good luck with that. I can't perform the ritual without my implements. I don't even have hands to pick them up. That's annoying. East and west tombs, candle and skull. And whatever you do, don't, do something, you know, that thing. Yes, I could if I remembered. There's not much use for remembering once you're dead. Don't pester me with questions, worm. I'm beginning to forget why I should care about the living. They're deeply personal ritual items. I slaved for 2 weeks making that Kwama grease candle, and the skull belonged to my favorite apprentice. Why? Because I said so. Ah, you have the skull and candle. You want me to be impressed. You can gather small objects. Good for you. Now stand back while I perform the ritual. You doubt my skill? If it's any consolation, what's left of you won't take much effort to clean up. Me, I'm a ghost already, so it hardly matters. Good for you. Prepare yourself.
too powerful. Portals everywhere. We're doomed. We're trying to restrain Balrith, but Daedric portals keep opening. Those of us who've survived Balrith are being pulled down by cursed scamps. Take what's in this pouch. Throw it in the portals. I was supposed to, but my coming death prevents me. Find Magister Enuz when you're done. She should be north of here.
You're not my acolyte. Where did you come from?
Very brave acolyte. Now listen. Marvos can't last much longer. He gained control of two powerful Guardian Atronachs. They should be able to hold even Balrith. Ragebinder and Blaze, go to the braziers. Summon them and let this day be done.
The Guardians are here. Time to bind this creature. Touch the altar. Balreth's power flows into the Guardians. He should be bound, or he might explode. Anyway, be prepared for anything, apprentice. So that's what happened. I remember many mages dying, and there was something about a shield spell. I grew weak, holding him in place. Then there was a bright light. Everything fades after that. Yes, in the here and now, The Guardians must have been disrupted or destroyed. So it's simple. Fix the Guardians, and they'll draw Bolreth's power back into them. Then you can bind or kill Bolreth.
Hurry, you must go quickly. It's true. I was cowering here, but I was hoping you would survive the entire time. Did you learn how to bind Bolreth? Ash Mountain. Go north to the mountainside. Garin Indoril took troops there to deal with Bolreth. They're still there if he hasn't killed them all. I'm not going to find out.
I must find him. I must. I know it seems strange that I'm in this dark place, but the pain of losing him once was unbearable. I can't lose him again. My dear, sweet Eanan. I'm just an Ashlander merchant. He was a noble in his house, but he didn't care. We had a secret love, but he was ready to risk his status for me. We were to be married. He died. It was so sudden. I wasn't even allowed to attend his funeral, but I know we will reunite in death. I can't find his tomb. I just want to talk to him one more time. Will you help me find him? Azura bless you. I spoke with a wise woman. She told me to gather graven caps near the tombs. I'd collect some, but the wardens would stop me. I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for Eanan.
Rumblings from the mountain have us all on edge. Balrith is up there somewhere. I hope you brought good news.
Excellent. My friend, you are an asset and blessing on the Pact. I sense the hand of the three here.
Now we'll get things done. By Vivek, Balrith will be bound again.
The Atronachs? Well, that's bad. I banished them when I cast Father's spell. We were sure we could control the creature. Damn it. I suppose we'll have to summon them again, somehow. They stood watch over Ash Mountain for centuries. All we need to do is grab their attention again. Kill Daedra, take their hearts, then burn them at the ruin altars. That should draw them out. Walks in Ash is waiting for you at the top. Good luck. We'll hold the line here. Ensure that the Ashlands are safe. All of Stonehold is relying on you, my friend.
Normally, Daedra only grudgingly come to Nirn. But Ash Mountain resonates with the magical echoes of Balreth's capture. That power, and the heat of the lava draws them in, like moths to a flame. Father may have been overconfident. We broke the wards and, as you learned, dispelled the Guardians when we summoned Balreth to Darvin's Watch. Father was sure I'd be able to replace them. I don't want to let him down.
The scamps do not know fear. Troll's blood. I've tried to teach them. By the soul of Iskramor. That's what I like to hear. It's the damned scamps. Without the lads in the way, they'd overrun us all. Scouts tracked them back to caves on the mountainside. We've got pickaxes, but it's nigh impossible to collapse a mountain and fight at the same time. We'll keep these scamps busy while you collapse the entrances. Don't worry. There should be plenty of fighting.